and welcome to After 90 Show with my partner Bradley Malit.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure being here because, as I've always said, After 90 is home away from home. And once again, thank you for having me. Let's get it right on the mark.
The big one.
Yeah.
The big one.
Yeah.
Arsenal. Manchester United versus Arsenal. The old rivalry is being renewed once again at Old Trafford. What do you say?
As Kenya 001, Manchester United, I'm sure we are going to smash Arsenal. Not even smash, we are going to rip them apart. If they are going to come to Old Trafford to look for a draw, then sorry, man, we are going to rip you guys apart. And as for the form that we are in right now, you cannot compare with the form that Arsenal is currently in. I think they are good, but they are not the Arsenal that had the attacking mentality. And if they are coming with the same mentality as Trafford, I don't see them taking any points at Old Trafford with the kind of form we are in right now.
If I can remember very well, the last time Arsenal were able to get a win, 3 points at Old Trafford, was back then 2006, September 17th, yeah. Which is many years ago. In Premier League.
Almost
10 plus years. Something that is really worrying us. Our record at Old Trafford hasn't been very good.
Yeah.
Hasn't been. It's just like they're always outshining us at Old Trafford.
Yeah, true.
We have never won. It's high time now we start getting points at that stadium. No?
Yeah, one thing, you've brought Mikel Arteta, I think, in the last season, you brought Mikel Arteta, and he has played a very huge impact on the players, and he has brought in new mentality for the players. But one thing that Mikel Arteta is not getting it right is you cannot go in a match with the defensive mind. Yes, he attacks, but how can you play with 5 players? 5 defensive players, and you expect to score a margin of 4 to 5 goals? That cannot happen. And come on Sunday at Old Trafford, I think the tradition is going to remain the same with the kind of form that we are in right now, and they are coming with the defensive mentality at Old Trafford. I think we are going to trip apart Arsenal, and not taking anything away from Arsenal. Yeah, they are a good team. They have won the Europa League last night. They won 3-0, and that's a plus for them. I know they are having now a brilliant mentality, and come on Sunday they'll come with the mentality of wanting to take all the 3 points. But for me, I think they are not going to take it anything at Old Trafford. You are going to rip them apart. That one I can assure you.
Talking about our defense, actually Mikel Arteta has really improved Arsenal's defense.
Yeah, true.
Truth be said, and I think we have been solid at the back. You don't concede a lot of goals, silly goals, compared to under the regime of Unai Emery and also Arsene Wenger in his last seasons. Our defense has not always been good. We are always being bossed around in our defense, especially. But I think with Mikel Arteta, he has really done a good job, if I must say.
Yeah.
But again, if I see us right now, we're really facing injury blow. The likes of David Luiz, the likes of Chambers, the likes of Holding, Pablo Mari. So I don't know which kind of players defense that Arteta will put in Old Trafford against Manchester United. But for me, what I can say is that we are really improving, especially in the defense.
Yeah, true.
Maybe
that is why he's using 5 defenders.
Yeah. Maybe in attack, our main man, Pierre-Emerick, I don't know why he isn't scoring. What's wrong with Aubameyang?
For me, I don't see anything wrong with Aubameyang. Also the tactics that a coach employs when facing a team really has an impact on an individual. And Aubameyang, if you play with 5 defensive players, not taking anything away from Arsenal or from Aubameyang, but if you play with 5 players from the back, then you expect your attacking to be very minimal. And that's why Aubameyang is facing this thing that he's facing right now. Because in the first time in Premier League, Aubameyang has gone 5 games without scoring or without being on the score sheet in 5 matches. And I think it is because of the defensive mind. Yeah, not defensively. With Arteta, you cannot see they are having a defensive mind, but with the kind of players that Arteta is employing to have on a match day, I think that's the reason why the Aubameyang is not picking up from where he left last season.
Yeah, it's fair enough, but hope he'll get his track back.
He'll come back, yeah.
About Manchester United, we saw them starting the league very slow at home against Crystal Palace. They actually lost the game by 3 goals to 0, which made me Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be under high pressure from the fans now.
True.
But after getting their win against Paris Saint-Germain, you can see the momentum is back, the confidence among the players is back. Yeah. Actually, I'm really worried for Arsenal right now. Actually, I'm really worried for Arsenal. I don't know, because this Manchester United team that Arsenal will be facing on Sunday, it's a different Manchester team that
started the season.
True.
You know, right now, after winning Paris Saint-Germain and even the game against Chelsea, as for me, I would say a draw for Chelsea was a win for them. And for us right now, our form is impeccable. And with the kind of attackers that we have, I don't think Arsenal stand a chance right now against Man United. With the kind of defense that they are going to play, I don't think they have a chance to win against us. That one I can assure you.
Don't be surprised. I let goal at 90 minutes.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised, be shocked. Don't say that Arsenal can't get a win at Old Trafford.
But if
this will be the first time since 2006.
But if they come with that defensive mentality, I can assure you and your Arsenal fans, you're not going to take anything at Old Trafford. With the kind of form, I don't think anything is going to happen at Old Trafford, because Bruno Fernandes is on form. Marcus Rashford, we've seen him patching around 9 goals in all competition, and I think right now Marcus has a confidence that I don't think any defender can stop Marcus Rashford in that Arsenal team right now, and I think we're going to rip you guys 3-1 come on Sunday.
With the contest of the game, actually Manchester United, in their last 5 games, they've actually won 3 games, which I must say, they only won 1 at Old Trafford. That was in the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain. And their home form this season hasn't been that impressive, So what do you say? What's your take?
That is my worry this season. I don't know what is going on at Old Trafford. Yeah, we have the confidence, we have the mentality, we have the form, but one thing that is worrying me is our poor home form. And
being beaten by Tottenham 6 goals to 1.
We've been beaten by Tottenham, we've been beaten by Crystal Palace, we've drew with Chelsea at Old Trafford. I don't know what is going on at Old Trafford, but I think on Sunday that will be the first game that we are going to pick all 3 points at Old Trafford. Because even if you watch that game against Chelsea, we were very, very aggressive. We really wanted to win that match, but it is just that it wasn't our day. And come on Sunday, I really have confidence and I really have faith that we are going to pick all the 3 points for the first time in this season.
You can also see the injury facing some of the Manchester United team. Alex Telles, who actually tested positive of COVID-19. Anton Martial, who's still facing his suspension. I think this will be the last game.
Yeah.
And also Eric Ball injury. Anthony Martial, do you think Manchester United can be able to depend on Edison Cavani?
We are not going to start Edison Cavani
in this game.
Yeah, we are not going to start Edison Cavani. I can assure you that the person that is going to lead the attacking will be Marcus Rashford. And for me, even the news about Alex Telles having COVID-19, I think that was a surprise for me, because I don't know, maybe it has affected some of our players, but let's pray to God that it doesn't go that way. But it was a big surprise for me, and I really hope that Telles recovers very soon. And about Anthony Martial, we all know that wasn't supposed to be a red card, but he's having his suspension. This is the last game day that he'll be missing, and I hope on Sunday we are going to put on a show that everybody will be proud of. And we've seen that Anthony Martial has been missing from our match day squad, but no one has missed him. I didn't miss him because Marcus Rashford form has outshined Anthony Martial.
And about the intensity of the rivalry, do you think it has gone down compared to the days of Ferguson Wenger?
Yeah, true. Nowadays, we don't see the aggression of players. We don't see it that much as compared to maybe 2010 there. The aggression back then was very intense. We could see people even fighting at a game where Arsenal and Manchester United were facing. We could clearly see that they are even fighting just because of having to win the match. And nowadays we don't see that kind of thing. So I think the kind of passion and intensity has gone down a bit.
Okay, your prediction, Manchester United.
That one I can assure you, even for those who are betting, I can assure you Manchester United is going to win 3-1. Let me give some credit to Arsenal. Let me give them a 1 goal, but I can assure you Man United is going to win that game 3-1.
Okay, let's go to our other fixtures of the weekend. We have Liverpool versus West Ham, Chelsea versus Burnley, Everton versus Newcastle. What's your take on those games?
Liverpool versus West Ham, I don't think. If Liverpool are away, I don't think, are they home or away?
They are actually playing at Anfield.
At Anfield, I don't see anything with a surprise there. I think they are going to win or they are going to for a draw, but without Virgil van Dijk, you all know Liverpool is not the same. And in their midweek game against, I think, Midtjylland, Fabinho also had an injury, and there are some bit of problem back there in Liverpool. And with West Ham, if Mikel Antonio is going to play that game, I think West Ham will win. But if he's not going to play, I think I'll go for a 2-2 draw for Liverpool versus West Ham.
Chelsea Burnley.
Chelsea versus Burnley. Chelsea, they have gone, I think, 2 games with their draw against Southampton and against Man United. And come on Saturday, they'll be playing against Burnley at Turf Moor, and I think that game is going to be a draw also for Chelsea, because Burnley they drew against Tottenham, which was a very, very silly mistake by their defenders, and I think that game will also be a draw, or Chelsea will win with a very little margin of, I think, 1-0 or 2-0.
Everton versus Newcastle. Actually, Everton lost their first game.
Yeah.
The league. Do you think it will kind of bring that? Maybe, we have lost the game. Will it bring that confidence, or will it just make them, will it drag them back? Because after losing your first game, it always kind of...
Yeah, true. One thing with Everton, before they lost their game against, I think they played Southampton. Before that game, everybody was saying that Everton was the favorites to win the Premier League. But for me, I have never agreed on that, because I know Everton is not even among the top 6.
With the experience Carlo Ancelotti, you don't expect nothing less from...
Yeah, but I don't think they are going to win that Premier League. But against Newcastle, I know they are going to try and redeem themselves. Without Richarlison, I don't think they are going to win that game. Maybe a draw, because Newcastle at home, they are a different team.
Okay, let's cross over to Spanish League, where there's other fixtures that we'll be playing on weekend. We have Real Madrid playing the SE Huesca, Atletico Bilbao versus Sevilla, and Barcelona versus Deportivo Alaves. Both teams will be playing at home, actually. So what's your take?
Real Madrid, I think they're going to win that game, considering they drew against Borussia Mönchengladbach on Champions League on Wednesday, and I think they are going to win that game. Another game is Barcelona is going to have Barcelona versus Deportivo Alaves. I think Barcelona will have a very easy run against that team. They are going to win, because considering they lost their Clásico, so I think they are going to win. Another one is Atletico versus
Sevilla
versus
Atletico Bilbao. They're away, actually. Sevilla are away.
Sevilla, considering that this season they haven't started it on the right foot, I think this is the right moment for them to pick up, and I think they are going to win that game with 2 or 1-0. But one thing is for sure, they are going to win, because if you watch their recent matches, it is not that they are bad. It is just, sometimes luck is not just on your side. And I think Sevilla, the luck was not just on their side, and that's why they were losing.
Okay, let's cross borders to Syria, where there are also good fixtures on the weekend. Spezia versus Juventus, who actually Juventus haven't been in their form.
My team being Juventus.
Is it because Cristiano Ronaldo is not around?
Whenever you have Cristiano on the field, he's like a father figure in your team, and I think Juventus is going to win that match, and yeah, they are going to win that match by around 3-1. Considering Cristiano will not be available for selection, I think they are going to win, considering that they lost their match against Barcelona on the midweek on the Champions League.
Okay, there's Udinese versus the informed AC Milan, who actually have they've been in a good run of form.
Are they home or away?
With Zlatan Ibrahimovic just scoring goals. They're actually playing away against Udinese.
I think they are going to lose that game. That will be the first match that AC Milan is going to lose, and I can assure
Why say so? They're in good
you
form.
know, they are in good form, but they drew against Roma 3-3, I think, and in those 3-3, Roma came back twice after going down, and I think coming on Sunday they are going to draw or lose that game, but I don't see AC Milan winning that game against Udinese. And you know very well that Udinese is a team that gives AC Milan a headache, and
especially when they are playing at home.
Yeah, so I think AC are going to lose or draw, but they are not going to win that game.
Croton versus Atalanta. Atalanta actually
your favorite team.
When they started the season, they actually started in a high note actually, scoring many goals. But the last few weeks, I don't know what's happening in the team. I
really don't
if
know.
the coach is. I don't know what's happening at Atalanta. I don't know actually. I'm lacking words.
Yeah, true.
Atalanta is a very good team. If you can look at last season, actually, they finished in the Serie A League. They finished position 3, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, true.
And also in the Champions League, they reached the quarterfinals for the first time in their history. A very good team, good players, the likes of Elisic, their main man captain Gomez,
Pasalic,
David Zapata. I don't know.
Laporta have always told you that every team has always this difficult moment that they have to go through, and I think Atalanta is a good team, and I think this is their time, and I think on Sunday they are going to pick up their momentum again, considering they drew against Ajax and wish they were 2-0 already down at halftime, and on Sunday, I think they are playing on Sunday or Saturday. On Sunday, I think they are going to win that game. That is the game that is going to pick up their momentum again. And Atalanta is a very, very fierce team. If you don't be careful, they will rip you apart. And I think Atalanta will win by a very huge margin of about 5 or 6 goals.
Okay, you have heard it all from Malit and
Thank you.
That was our time. Hope to see you next week for another exclusive preview of matches. And I want to say that don't forget to subscribe and also leave a comment down there. It was nice discussing with you, Malit.
Thank you for having me.
It was a good interaction.
Thank you.
So until next time, adios.
Yeah.